The Brookville Bees will attempt to capture a Double-A baseball state championship on Saturday. They'll meet up against Powhatan. I talked to Chris Glaize on Friday night for his summation of the game against Grafton, plus Powhatan, plus what do the Bees need to do to keep it going. Here's Chris Glaize on the Sports Buffet podcast. Chris Glaize and the Brookville Bees going to the state championship to take on Powhatan on Saturday at Radford. Coach Glaize joins me from Southwest Virginia here on the phone, and Coach, I got to be honest with you. A lot of Seminole District teams have done well, have gotten to the state semifinal, and for whatever reason have not fared well. What do you think made you guys different today?
Well, again, it's situational hitting. We've been really hitting with two outs and runners in scoring position. If you look back in the season for us, we struggled with that early. But during this little streak here, we've really came through with runners in scoring position, and we're taking good at-bats. We're not striking out. We're making plays in the field, knock on wood. I think the last three games we haven't had an error. We're just playing well right now.
We talked about the concerns of keeping the kids over in Southwest Virginia on a Thursday night, not having them sleep in their own bed. How nerve-wracking was last night for you?
Well, it was just something different. We really didn't want to, but I'm kind of glad we did now. But we didn't want to. We didn't want change, but we had to do it. Grafton had to do it, so it worked out.
Grafton having 3 Division I players, obviously they didn't get there by accident, and I know that it seems like when they brought in their ace, I believe in about the 5th or 6th inning, according to all the reports I was seeing. At that point, did you really sense panic from them?
I don't know if they panicked, but they, it's a must-win game, so you have to throw the kitchen sink. It's win or go home. That team's too good to panic. They got 4 or 5, 500 hitters in their lineup. Again, like you said, they had 3 Division I players. I don't think they ever panicked. I just think that you have to throw your ace there, and then you have to try to get it tomorrow.
We've talked about it throughout our course here of our chats of, every sport is different. In baseball, how do you put pressure on another team and make them feel uncomfortable?
Well, it's taking good at-bats and getting the leadoff runner on as many innings in a row as you can. You can do so many different things with the leadoff guy on. You can bunt, and you put pressure on that way, make them feel the ball, make them throw to the right bases, and just continue to keep pressure on them that way. Run the bases aggressively. Lots of things that you can do that we've been doing here lately.
I'm going to let you be as honest with me as you want to be. If I told you at the beginning of the year you'd be playing in the last game of the season, would you have believed me?
Wow. No. No. I wouldn't have believed you, but I would have said that, pitching is the main, it would beat you here. And we have 3 quality guys with big arms. And I would have thought that we would have made a little run. I don't think I would have thought we've gotten this far. But I thought we would have finished where we did in Seminole and made a little run in the regionals. But no, I honestly have to tell you that I wouldn't have thought that we'd be this far. But these kids have turned it around. They believe, and it's all because of them that we're here.
Do you think the kids are surprised to a degree?
I don't think so. I don't think they're surprised at all. They believed all year. It's just finally coming together for us. It was just hot at the right time.
How important is it that during this whole streak, especially of, in between games, in terms of in between the state quarter and state semis and maybe even region semi and region final, how important is it that you yourself keep busy to where you just don't obsess and, maybe overthink yourself, or just to where you're just so nervous you're shaking?
Well, right now I'm not doing a whole lot of coaching. I don't want to get in the way of these kids playing well. So, they're doing it on their own. Again, I'm trying to stay out of the way as much as I can. Maybe I move here or move there, but I'm not really doing a whole lot. Again, it's the kids. They're what's doing the job for us. So again, the timely hits, coaches can't swing a bat for them or whatever. So it's us, our kids getting timely hits.
What do you do with the kids maybe since out number 3 of your game to tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon when you take the field? What do you do with them?
Well, it's a lot of downtime right now for us. We're sitting up here in the hotel room right now, and it's a lot of downtime, and they're tired, so it's not going to be like they're ripping and running or anything because they really don't feel like it. But they're focused. They got their mind on the prize, eye on the prize, and again, we're ready to play.
You want them focused, obviously, but again, how important is it that you don't want them sitting around thinking, for the next 10, 15 hours just about this game, just to not get their mind, so obsessed to where that can be a bad thing, if you get what I'm saying?
Sure. I think they're teenagers, and I think I don't think they're really dwelling on that, that aspect that we think of. I try to think back a long time ago when I was a teenager. I don't think I dwelled over, or my teammates dwelled over this next game. We were teenagers, lots of stuff going on. So I don't think that's a problem. Now they're ready to play. They're antsy, and they're ready to get back out there.
Final thing for you, Coach, before I talk to Coach Yost. I don't think many people have won state titles in their first year. I take it, though, that this is not going to be you get the state title now, but we're not looking at retirement anytime soon, correct?
Oh, no. I'm very, very fortunate. Like you said, it doesn't happen all the time. I get teased. Rookies are supposed to go to the state tournament for the first year. I get teased a whole lot, but man, I love this game. I love a lot of great guys. Coach White, mentored me. I get to coach in the summer with Coach Knight and Coach Caruso. I learn every day, and I want to learn as much as I can about this great game. It's a great game, and I can't imagine being away from it. I'm learning pitching right now from our pitching coach, Coach Yost, and it's just a learning experience every time I step on the field.
What do you really know about Powhatan before we get out of here?
Well, they're big, they're athletic. They're going to throw Ray tomorrow, who's a decent throwing lefty. He's a D1 guy from somewhere. It's UCU, I believe, but I don't know. They're a very talented, well-coached team.
Coach, best of luck tomorrow against Powhatan.
Thank you.
Every interview I do with Coach Glaize, he always gives Gene Yost credit. Of course, Yost, a former B himself, also pitched at Avert, as well as played some professional ball as well, drafted by the Giants organization. Coach Yost talks about the pitching staff and the outing today and what they need from Golding tomorrow. Here's Gene Yost on the Sports Buffet podcast. Brookville's done well. Let's talk about the brains behind the pitching staff, though. Gene Yost, former outstanding Brookville B himself, a college standout, got some time in the professional ranks as well. Coach, obviously hitting helps, but you got to keep the other team down. Talk about what you've seen just in the state tournament out of this pitching staff.
It's been the same all year. Again, guys, all our pitchers throw quality strikes. It makes my life easier. I can count on David, Travis, and Evan to execute the pitches that I call. Again, the pitches I call are only so good until they execute them. My job is just to put them in that situation to succeed.
What has impressed you about the pitching staff that somebody in the stands just watching the games might not pick up on?
Again, it's quality strikes. Travis is somewhat new to pitching. He still hasn't learned the ins and outs of pitching. He's kind of total opposite end of what David is. But again, he's made great strides this year. In all three of them, throw quality strikes. They're not there just throwing and hoping for the best. All of them pitch to contact. And again, the pitching coach, that's all you ask for. I don't like to sit there calling pitches and people just walk around faces. All three of them execute pitches. They throw pitches at any time in the count. Again, as pitching coach, that's all you can hope for.
For people listening out there and saying what is a quality strike, kind of give the definition of a quality strike.
The quality strike for me is strike one. I'm very big on first pitch strikes, whether it's a curveball, whether it's a slider, whatever pitch it may be. I've preached all year to those three guys, and Amy and Blink to a certain extent about being strike one. From there we expand. Again, once we get ahead, we can move off the plate. We can move on the plate, but it's not just grooving it in there for the hitter to take advantage of. We make pitches down in the zone, and we've got power arms where we can beat bats up. That's also a plus at the high school level.
Talk about the performance you saw on the hill today.
Burnett was good. pitchers were actually excellent. Their lines probably don't show it. Travis is running his own all day. He wasn't getting certain calls that he's got in the past. Again, I told him before the game that he can't help that. He just got to keep going in there. And he only had 3 strikeouts today, so that means he was pitching contact. And again, with our defense out there, that's all we could ask for.
You're going to have Golding on the hill tomorrow against Powhatan. Kind of give me the expectations.
It's always great with David. I don't expect anything less from him. We've got a game plan together here. I saw the game today, so I've got an idea what I want to do. And again, like I said, David, he don't shake me off whenever I call. He rides with. That's one thing I told him. The pitches I'll call, you go in at 100%. Sometimes I make mistakes, sometimes they make mistakes. But again, we've got a game plan. What to do against Powhatan. They've been on a lot of balls today. They hit the ball hard. Again, we need another great performance from David.
I'm going to give you a few compliments here. Obviously, you've got the resume, which says you're a very good player, high school, college, and professional. You've got the fact that you did go to Brookville, which I think helps, and you've also got the fact that you're a young guy, and I think can relate to the guys on the team. Talk about those 3 qualities, and is there one attribute you feel that makes you a better coach than the others?
It's kind of a mixture of all 3. Again, a lot of the guys see me as not really the assistant coach or the pitching coach. They kind of see me as one of them. I explain things to them in a way that they see. I don't try to be over intelligent about pitching. Throughout the last 6-7 years, I've learned from a lot of great pitchers. I was around a lot of great pitchers in the minor leagues that are now in the major leagues. So I've learned things from those guys. And again, anything that I can pass on to these younger kids, that even if they listen, if I tell them 2 things and they learn 1, that's what my job is to make them better. But again, like I think all the kids see me as one of them, and again, that's something I think they respect, and what I say they try to execute and try to learn.
Final thing for you, Coach. Win, lose, or draw tomorrow. Talk about what a great ride and a successful season it's been for you guys.
Like I told Coach Glaize today, if somehow we end up losing tomorrow again, we can't hold our head. Like I also said, if we lose in the first round of regions, that's a little bit different. But you get to this game, you want to win it. But at the same time, these kids had nothing to hang their head about. They played above and beyond what's expected of them. They work hard every day, and again, it's just one more win and go from there.
Coach, definitely best of luck tomorrow, and go Bees.
Thank you very much.